welcome back. It is me, the Redcoat 93, with another very quick food review. This wasn't planned at all. A friend of mine says to me this morning, I'm going for a bacon sandwich. And says, I don't know any sandwich shops nearby. But then again, I guess I don't go up to where he's been. It's not as close to me as I'd like, but he lives about the same distance from this shop as I do, so I said to him, I don't really feel up to going out today. I'm still recovering from an headache I've had all week, but I'll order this sandwich. So he tells me he's been going to a place called Nikkis, Sheffield Lane Top, Barnsley Road, and his favourite sandwich at the moment is a bacon, egg, sausage, fried spam and brown sauce. So it says to him, I'll order one, same way that he does, order online, and I won't slate him for if it's gone cold or bread's gone a bit soggy from travelling. It were in a paper bag, then a plastic bag, then another paper bag. Oh, that's hot. And it's in tin foil. Apparently this place don't just do breakfast. They do pies, they do burgers. Ooh. Look at the size of that. Oh. Ooh. That's me filling on there. We got me bacon, got me spam, got me fried eggs, got me sausage. Fried egg, not eggs. It's looking pretty nice, to be honest. A lot of brown sauce on there, but I don't mind. I did want brown sauce, so I'm just gonna get right into it and take a bite. Bacon's nicely salty. All I got in that bite was bacon and bread. I'm going to take another bite, try and get some sausage in this. Standard sort of sausage. Normal breakfast sausage. That's good. Fruitiness from the brown sauce really helps with the saltiness from the bacon. And sausage levels it all out as well. That's a good bite. That's a good bite. The bacon, the sausage, the brown sauce together. I've still not hit the spam. I've not hit the egg. This bite should have some spam in it. I got the spam. I've definitely got the flavour of the spam in there. It's not overly salty. When he said to me bacon and spam at the same time, I'm thinking, oh, it's going to be real salty. If they use salty bacon, it's going to be too salty. But no, that's a good combination, because the bacon's not too salty. It's just got a little bit of a hit of salt, especially with the brown sauce. I'm not a ketchup kind of guy when it comes to breakfast sandwiches. I do like my brown sauce, like my HP. thing is, I'm not getting HP. There's like a distinct flavour I expect when it comes to HP. I'm getting more either bulk bought or maybe Daddy's brown sauce. I'm not specifically getting HP. I could be wrong. Could be because it's all been put together and it's travelled. I'm not really getting HP sauce from this. I'm gonna take one more bite and then I'm gonna do my usual. I'm gonna close that on camera. Enjoy my dinner, my breakfast, because it's first thing in the morning here for me. And then I'll come back with final thoughts. See if we can get this last bite in. That were a big bite to get everything together. And it paid off. Although it was a little messy. That bite paid off. Everything together there. I would have liked the bacon just a little bit more cooked. They did have an option for like more cooked, but there's no in between. They're either like this or, I mean, I've seen places less cooked than this, or they're just a little too overcooked. I don't want overcooked bacon. I just like that crispy rind. I didn't really look to see if there were an option for crispy rind. That could be on me. I know some places do have an option. Overall, I am not knocking the sandwich. It's a personal preference on how I like my bacon. Sausage is good. The bacon's not too salty. The egg's cooked nicely. I didn't burst the egg, but I'm gonna be honest. Either way, with the sandwich, whether it's a runny egg or not, I'm not gonna mind. It's just travelled. It's probably kept cooking inside this, so it probably was a runny egg when it started out. First pot on sandwich. It's gonna have spent a bit too long inside a tin foil. So again, that's on me. That's nothing to do with the cafe and how they serve their stuff. Good bread cake as well. It's not falling to pieces, but it's not too tough either. It's not gonna, I mean, it's gonna fall to pieces if I don't hurry up and eat this sandwich. So I'm gonna quickly pop the recording on hold and eat the sandwich, and I'll come back with a final review and the price for a sandwich. And I am back. So overall, I really enjoyed that sandwich. The bacon wasn't too salty. Sausage was a nice breakfast sausage. The egg, as I predicted, had overcooked it'd been overcooked just because it had been wrapped in the tin foil and everything else. When I looked at it, there was a slight bit of runniness still left, so it had been there, but obviously delivery's gonna destroy the work you put in on food most of the time anyway, depending on what it is. So I'm pretty sure if I'd gone in myself, got that sandwich, walked out of there and started eating it, I would have had an absolutely perfect egg. The egg wasn't overcooked itself, so that means that, you know, probably did have a nice runny yolk. The Spam, on personal preference, I would have liked a little bit more crispiness to the bacon to the Spam, but that's just because of mouthfeel, right? A lot of people like them a little bit more soft. A lot of people like the fact that they can just bite through, chew, and I just like a little bit of a crunch. I like a crispy Spam, crispy outer on my bacon. I like to get a good crisp outside to my sausages as well. But Again, personal preference. Good bread cake. Overall, I really enjoyed that sandwich, and I will get sandwiches from them again. I'm probably going to take a trip up there and see what else they've got going on. But like I say, the place is called Nikkis. It's Sheffield Lane Top, Barnsley Road. I don't really have much more to say than that was a good sandwich. Also, talking on the value for money, the sandwich that I got was £8 for a large bacon, sausage, egg, and then the addition of the fried spam and the brown sauce. So altogether, £8. I'm not talking about delivery costs and service fees, because if you go in, you're not going to get hit with those charges. I've been to places in the past where I've been served a sausage sandwich where the bread's like this sort of size and you get one sausage or 1.5 sausages, and that could be £4.50, and that's just sausage on a small piece of bread. I've been to places that do bacon and sausage, £6 for, again, this small sandwich with a piece of bacon and 1.5 to 2 sausages. I'm talking £6 for something like that. I've been to those places and they're terrible. It's not good value for money. It is quickly thrown together. You can tell that there's absolutely no real thought put into any part of what they're doing. It's just quickly throw it together and jobs are good. And most of the time when you get bacon from those places, it's soft, it's rubbery, the fat's not even slightly rendered, so it's a choking hazard most of the time. But that sandwich from Nikkis, good sandwich. I'd probably say, as far as breakfast sandwiches go, I'd give that an 8.5, 9 out of 10. Because it wasn't spectacular blow your mind. It was, damn, I'm going to go back there. Because, you know, if I'm in that area and I want a breakfast sandwich, that's the place that I'm going to go to get that breakfast sandwich. You're only really going to hit a 10 for me if you hit absolutely every single component to the absolute perfect of my own personal preference. And I don't think anyone's going to do that. Only I can do that because I know my absolute personal preference. So, as close to a 10 as you're going to get for a sandwich shop, to be honest. I mean, they're not even a sandwich shop. They do other things. I did pull up the website. I did pull up Just Eat, just to go through the stuff that they have. They've got, you know, your breakfast selection, you know, whether you want your large, your small, you can pick and choose your items a little bit more. They do a special offer, 2 breakfasts for £13. Those breakfasts are 2 bacon, 1 sausage, 1 egg, beans, tomatoes. So that's pretty good. They do a belly buster, which is apparently a breakfast for 4. 8 bacon, 8 sausage, 4 eggs, mushrooms, hash browns, beans, tomatoes, and 4 toast for £30.20. If you're a hungry guy, a hungry gal, why not? Why not? Right? They do fried eggs with beans on toast. You know, you just usual sort of combinations of breakfast food items. Now, they also do a vegetarian and vegan option. Veggie sandwiches, vegan sandwiches. Pretty good. They've got vegetarian sausages and vegan sausages. Your hot sandwiches, obviously, a combination of your breakfast items. Cold sandwiches, they've got a kids option. Apparently they do cheesecakes. They do paninis. I only got 2 paninis here. One just says panini. And you've got a combination of things like bacon and cheese, ham and cheese, tuna mayo, pepperoni, sweet chili chicken. They also have a spicy chorizo sausage. They do pucker pies. Now, specifically, anyone who knows about the pies, some people have got a preference for pucker pies. I do love a good pucker pie myself. We've got other pies there. They do omelettes, jacket potatoes, wraps, burgers. If anyone knows me, they know I love burgers. Apparently they've got box salad as well. So I can't fault this place on their menu, as long as obviously everything turns out good. I can't fault them on the menu at all. They have got a 5-star review on Just Eat for just over 400 reviews. 79% of people that have reviewed it gave it a 5-star. So yeah, like I say, Nikkis, Sheffield, Lane Top, Barnsley Road area. If you know is it the General Post Office? If you know where that is, I believe it's on the same side of the road as that. I believe. Don't quote me on that one. Yeah, if you're in the area, if you're working, passing through, just in the area on whatever other business, and you want a breakfast, I'd say give them a shot. I know I want to go back and try some of their other items. But anyway, that's a fairly, I would say, short review. We've managed to hit 17 minutes by the end of this. But that's been me, the Redcoat 93. I am signing out. But a quick one for you before I go. If you don't see any content from me for a while, like you haven't done for a while, there are things going on behind the scenes here. There's been some things added into life that I was not planning. Just as I got the new content creation started, things just kind of went a little askew, could you say? And I wasn't able to put the focus into my content creation that I wanted to put in. As we're learning things, as we're dealing with the situations that are ongoing here in the personal life, I am planning on doing a little bit more content creation going forward. It's just taken a little bit of time getting used to how things have got to be now. For anyone who's hit that point in their life, you know, in your 30s, you've got, if you've still got your grandparents, you've got your parents who are, you know, having issues that they've never had before. You've got friends that are adults that are having issues they've never had before. You yourself, you're having issues you've never had before. You're an adult, you've got these things going on. But things start to sort of add up. And it can be a little difficult doing your hobbies and your interests when everything's going kind of crazy. So I will be making whatever videos I can whenever I can, because, well, I love food, and that's why I want to start this channel. That's why I want to start these videos. I love food. I can still taste that fruitiness from that brown sauce. A little bit of saltiness from the bacon. Would it be bad to call them and say, can I have another sandwich? But anyway, guys, that's been me, the Redcoat 93. I am signing out. You guys take it easy, and I will catch you next time. Bye-bye.